Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Command. Today, let's take a look at a market recap of what has been happening in the crypto space recently. Over the past 24 hours, there has not been much change in the top coins. Overall, seeing Bitcoin relatively unchanged, the same for XRP, Ethereum down modestly, Bitcoin Cash just up slightly. If we look at the major changers in the space, the top mover over the past 24 hours has clearly been Chainlink. This has been a really interesting one to watch over the past month to past few months. So let's switch over to the Chainlink chart. Looking at this here on TradingView, looking at the weekly chart from Binance. You can see that what has happened here is actually quite fascinating. Chainlink, in terms of BTC, in its satoshi level, has reached an all-time high, absolutely breaking out. So you can see that the volume has also peaked here in the past week or two, really going up. And looking at the chart, this is pretty interesting. I'm just going to crudely draw a pattern here that has emerged going all the way back to the beginning of 2018 through our bear market, but we have formed a beautiful cup and handle, and we're now seeing this explosive move to the upside here, which is amazing to see this upward trend in Chainlink despite the bear market that we've been in. And it has really started to defy the patterns of other coins. So what is it about Chainlink that has enabled it to shoot to an all-time high despite the crypto winter that we have been experiencing all over the place? Just if you're not familiar with the product, the idea is that Chainlink is trying to connect smart contracts to real-world data, events, and payments. Really, you can think of Chainlink as the intermediary that connects external APIs to specific coins so that payments can go pretty much anywhere. And what seems to be starting to happen with Chainlink is that there is some real-world traction that is happening in the form of partnerships. So different players on these potential plug-and-play aspects of Chainlink are really starting to recognize the value and starting to try to do this. So the first example of this is ETHA, which is a remittance solution. It is a remittance solution platform that will allow merchants and consumers to utilize their digital assets to send fiat money globally. And so this group is now working with Chainlink to provide this decentralized Oracle solution for the purpose of blockchain remittances. The problem that they identified is that smart contracts cannot be accessed from off-chain data feeds and APIs due to the way that smart contracts are secured on the blockchain and miners need to reach the consensus. So to help address this problem, ETHA was looking for a blockchain Oracle solution that permits smart contracts to access off-chain data feeds and APIs to validate and execute actions such as a bank transfer. So step in Chainlink, and that was the solution that was identified, and that is now why these two groups have partnered. And as they have cartooned here, Chainlink is really stepping in as this Oracle solution to connect the smart contract to the ETHA platform as a remittance solution. So this was announced back at the beginning of December, now December 2018, about a month ago from where we are now. And this trend has continued over the past month. And we've seen other groups, Mobilum being one of those, that is using Chainlink for cryptocurrency price data for its trading platform. So this was announced back on December 13th. So the Mobilum ecosystem is an X card, wallet, and mobile app, this biometric credit card, exchange, and foundation API. And so the goal of Mobilum is to be able to create a leading any-to-any instant payment platform and a point of sale that integrates crypto and fiat currencies for convenient payment methods. And so what was needed here was the ability to pull in market price data so that the amount of cryptocurrency needed to settle fiat denominated conversions could take place. And so to connect the card all the way to different exchanges, have liquidity available, and be able to pull all this in a timely fashion, that is why Mobilum is now working with Chainlink to connect all these systems onto their platform. One last partnership to highlight is a partnership that was announced on December 18th, where STK is now using Chainlink to bridge real-life data with blockchain. So in this situation, smart contracts, one aspect that they don't currently work very well in is verifying SWIFT banking transactions to connect off-chain data feeds to external APIs. So this may sound familiar, some of the same problems that have been identified by these other partners in the off-chain world trying to be able to have connections. And so Chainlink's decentralized Oracle network really provides the most secure solution that can connect smart contracts to these APIs and connect smart contracts to bank accounts. So it's been this series of partnerships that seems to be a major driver of real-world traction that is translating to an increase in the price of Chainlink itself. So we can zoom in and you can see that over the past month or so, since early December, this is really when we've seen the rocket ship take off since the cup and handle pattern was starting to form. And so I think what will be interesting here is we can probably draw a trend line that will show support on this pattern. This is not the best trend line, I realize that, but we can focus this in on maybe on the daily chart. As we zoom in a little bit, tighten this up a little bit and see if we are actually going to be able to hold support. This looks like it may be a bit overextended at this point. But if Chainlink is really able to continue to hold a line of support in this bullish pattern, it will be really interesting to track the price now that it has broken out through its all-time high. So this is one that seems like it will be interesting to watch, at least something that is interesting despite the fact that we've been in this bear market where a lot of things have not been particularly exciting. So I'm curious what you think of Chainlink, what you think of these partnerships, and what you think of Chainlink continuing to develop its project long term. Please let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that for more content like this. Give this video a thumbs up or a like. That's definitely helpful to what we're trying to build here at Crypto Command. And please remember, this is not financial advice do your own research, continue to learn in the space, and until next time, thanks for watching Crypto Command, and keep counting those coins.